Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to everybody's least favorite movie review podcast.
Popcorn buckets. Come on in.
Not only a disappointment to your parents, but to us too.
What the fuck?
What's wrong, Devin?
Making me want to
Not
call my you making me want to call my dad. Be like, Dad, am I a disappointment? Ugh.
we don't have time to unpack all of that for Kyle. Moving on.
Anyways, guys, we are continuing the sequel. So we are watching the Invisible Avenger, which is the second Japanese movie of the Invincible Man. Just to give you a quick run cap, this series is in Japanese culture. They are fascinated by the original Invisible Man, and so they're like, "Hey, we like the concept of Invisible Man. We're gonna take him and make it our own concept." And so we have these awesome movies, and boy,
Who wrote it?
we got questions.
Who wrote the film? Who wrote about the Invisible Man, Devin?
Who did? Somebody named Wells.
For some reason, this is more than I thought you were gonna get.
Really?
Do you know the Time Machine?
Yeah, that movie with the ice people and people are in the caves, but he originally built the time machine to save his loved one
Yep.
or fiance because she got murdered like Batman style.
Okay. So here's some of H.G. Wells' books.
Oh, H.G. Wells. Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
The War of the Worlds,
He wrote that.
The Time Machine,
Wow.
The Invisible Man,
Yep.
The Island of Dr. Maru,
Really, he wrote that one too.
mhm, The First Men in the Moon,
Oh,
The Country of the Blind,
never heard of it.
The Short History of the World,
Never heard of it.
The Food of the Gods,
Never heard of it.
The Sleeper Awakes,
Never heard of it.
Men Like Gods,
Nope.
The History of Mr. Polly,
Think I've heard of that one.
The Empire of Ants,
Never heard of it.
The Red Room,
Vaguely.
The World Set Free,
Nope.
The Magic Shop.
Nope.
You have The Outline of History,
Nope.
The Door in the Wall,
Nope.
The Little Wars, In
Tell
Modern
you.
Utopia, The Stolen Bacillus, and Other Incident, The Open Conspiracy, and Veronica, The Diamond Maker, Tana Bungaway, Russia in the Shadow, um, The War in the Air, Kip's the story of a simple scout or Scott. I can't read. Um, Tales of Space and Time, The Australian Orchid, Land of Ironclads, Annapolis Islands. Let's see. A Dream of Armageddon, A Wonderful Visit. Um, in the Days of the Comet, Experiment and Autobiography. I'm not reading the rest of that. The Crystal Egg, The Man Who Could Work Miracles, Wheels of Chance, World Brain, The Science of Life, Tano Bungaway. Basically, he's like the father of science fiction, Devin.
Gotcha.
So he inspired a lot of stuff.
Right.
So he's the man.
Yeah, but dude, this second movie, oh my god, it was a totally different turn from this first one.
Yes.
Like, here's my thing. And I feel like the first one was just like a copy and paste, bring Invisible Man to the, Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, second movie, it's ours. We're taking control. And it shows in this movie.
Well, I think the Americans did it too, where like the Invisible Man is just like, I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm gonna strangle you. I am all powerful because you can't see me, and I am John Cena. Do 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 do.
Dude, did you know Mattel just said they're releasing an Invisible John Cena action figure for him before he
It's just
retires?
empty boxes, isn't it?
Nope. It's actually a figure, like the current models, and it's just white. Because I too was like, dude, there's no way.
I too am white.
Yeah, but dude, you're not white. Like, I could see you.
You can't see me.
Too bad you're starting to blend into that wall.
I know.
Oof.
It's fine. You're censored for me.
What do you mean I'm censored?
You're all blurry. You're normally blurry when we do anything.
Oh. Excuse me, my nose.
I appreciate Riverside for censoring you.
Oh, yeah, because I'm just so ugly.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
I makes you look a lot prettier.
Oh, really? How about my voice?
Yeah.
Does it change my voice?
No, but I feel like that there's got to be a feature.
No, they'll probably come up with one in here in the future because they just introduced B-roll last night when I was editing.
Well, I mean, we just saw that they introduced a little bottom stream thing when you go to, like, when you have Riverside open, you got to the tab. So theoretically, we don't have to like put ourselves in like a separate tab with it open.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I'm supposed to pretend to hate you. Yeah, you
Yeah,
poopy
you are.
head.
What? Why are you saying that?
The Invisible Man appears. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, good. We're on the same page.
So just recap the movie.
Good. Well, it takes place in a lovely middle downtown, and all of a sudden, a visible man gets hit, and the effects were pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, the effects for that scene were pretty cool because they're like, dude, nobody's here, and then you see blood, and then all of a sudden, the guy just transitions to being there, and I was like, that's kind of cool. I thought it was cool. Did you not think it was cool?
Sorry, I was agreeing with you, but my mic was over there, so I could like look through the tabs. Yeah, I thought it was cool.
And so,
I mean, these older movies have an interesting way with special effects.
mhm,
But some are good, and then some are just
bad.
like Funhouse horror show where we're in a haunted house. This newspaper is moving on its own. I wonder how it's doing it. Sir, I can see the wires. Stop patronizing me.
Oh, it's moving on.
Oh, it's a spooky ghost.
Is that like you when we record
Sir,
it? Wait, is Invisible Man 2020 out by the time this is being recorded?
The Invisible Man 2020.
Yeah.
That comes out after. No, Invisible Avenger 1958, which is what we're watching next week, is what comes out after that.
I just remember.
So 2 movies away.
I just remember when you're like, Devin, as your friend, you'd be a terrible Invisible Man.
You would be
This comes.
clumsy as hell.
Devin, are you here?
Dun, 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 dun. Motherfucker, are you trying to run? No, I mean, shit, fuck. Motherfucker, I already know you're here. Stop pretending to be quiet. Yeah, I'm here.
It's not as funny as you did the
No,
first
that-
time because you're like, I'm not here, Kyle. Booga booga
Yeah.
booga.
Listen, if we get famous enough, somebody will put those two sound clips together, animate it, and then we'll have like a funny little thing to watch on YouTube and be like, I remember those days when I was young and full of hope. That wasn't while we were recording this. It was like well before that when I was like 2, and then bam, life.
I got hit hard with the
I did get hard.
but yeah, no, I agree with you.
Life hit me like a semi truck. Life hit me like I was the Invisible Man in the opening of this movie.
Oh, burn.
Or better yet, like that child in Pet Cemetery that got hit. That's how life hit me.
Bruh.
Devin, knowing what you know about my childhood, do you think that's a wrong comparison?
God, you just went dark here. Shit. This was supposed to be a family movie.
Am I wrong though?
No, and this is not a family movie.
Well, that mullet ain't family friendly.
What?
So I mean,
What, my mullet?
yeah, that ain't family friendly.
It's all right. In a couple weeks, it's about to be chopped off. It's about to be gone.
Yeah.
Going like a freight train.
You're finally losing your hair, or are you getting it cut off?
Well, I'm just finally getting it cut. It's this time of year for it to get cut.
All right, Devin. Quickly
Group of
recap the movie
Yakuza men
before
that call
any
themselves
other
the
thing
Invisible Man.
happens.
They go around robbing people. Okay? They go in, rob people, raise hell, praise Dale, all that good jazz. Okay? Our main character is a clown. Which, by the way, is the weirdest thing I've seen in this movie. Do you not agree? I thought it was a little off-putting. I mean, he was a circus performer.
Yeah,
It was just weird to me. I was like, really?
That he was a clown?
It was just off for me.
I thought that he was a clown? That's what it was like. So let me get this straight. In a movie where like the Yakuza's like wanting to kill a criminal and the police are like, we can't find this jewel thief.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're like, I fucking hate clowns. Their big red noses.
Shut the fuck.
Just menacingly.
Yes.
That's
That's where I
That's where you
that's
are in
where I
life.
drew the line.
You're just like, how
That's where I
dare
drew the
they
line.
be
Not that they were taking
clowns?
girls and beating girls up with fish and torturing them and saying narcissistic narcissistic the one where it's like sexist.
I don't
but
know what
starts with
word
an
you're
M.
trying. What word are you
There we
trying
go,
to say
thank you.
first off?
Yeah, that.
Misogynistic.
Thanks. So is this
No
podcast to remind people for 30
I'm
minutes.
always here to remind
we can
you
make
that
it
the
a little
world is
better.
kind of a shitty place.
Well, thank you. Thanks to making things a little better. Thank you, by Blue Chew. I don't know. I've listened to way too much Kill Tony, and that's like one of their sponsors.
The fuck? Now sponsored by Being a Little Bitch. Have you ever thought to yourself, man, I don't want to do something.
1-800-littlebitch.com.
Just be a little bitch.
You can get your box of Little
Unlock
Bitch
the
for only
little bitch in
$19.95.
you.
Shipping and handling not included. You remember all different commercials like that?
Yeah, we don't want to handle your little bitch ass.
I know. It's just like you're on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. You're like, Mom, I want these Hot Wheels.
Why do you think I'm parroting
$5.
it?
And it's like, they're really like $20 because of shipping and handling. But anyways, yeah, and that stuff happens. It turns out the clown guy is the invisible guy. He
Yeah.
saves the girl, beats the Yakuza, catches the thief, kills the thief, The end. I thought that's how it ended.
He does it. No, that's not how
What?
that ends. No.
Oh,
He ended up being caught by the
oh
accusers in the
shit,
end, and
that's
they threw
right.
him under
Sorry,
the
I'm thinking
car
of
with a fake suicide note.
something else. Oh shit, that's right. I got so sad when I watched that. I was like,
Yeah, you're
damn,
thinking of
all this
something
character development for nothing.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
he did the hero circle. He did and finished it with the hero
It did,
sacrifice,
and I
but
gotta give the movie credit for that. It sure did, and I'm like, damn, the
it
darn
pulled on your
Yakuza got him
heartstrings. It was
again.
kind of sad.
It's too bad. If only had a little box of little bitch, it could have saved him.
Yep. Um.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So, Devin, you ready
We
for my
don't like
notes?
them clowns.
Clowns.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
So, Devin, clown
I think a
culture.
Joker, think big red noses. It wasn't gotta be clowns.
When I say that, how do you feel?
All right, go ahead.
So, this is going to
Okay.
get wild for you. There's two cultures for clowns. So, in like regards to like clowns, like professionalism, there's like 250 clown eggs. In America, when movies are involving clowns, they have to like go through this organization, through a clown egg registry, to determine it, make sure the face paint and all that it doesn't match up with any other clown. Nothing's parodied because of branding. That's a whole big thing. There's some like other stuff with clowns, professionalism, but I'm not going to talk about that. I mainly just wanted to talk about clown eggs, but talking about clown cold.
Sorry.
Yes, I just said
Oh,
eggs multiple times. If you were listening to me,
my bad.
also
There's
you
my
are
back.
off screen.
What?
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Oh, ha
You
ha
keep
ha
talking
ha.
about, oh, I don't like clowns. Yet I'm looking at the biggest clown of them all. Yeah, you get on your little tricycle and drive away. But no, for real, like there's the clown registry, like all that. They use eggs to like document the face paint.
Ooh.
The second clown culture is much more of like a TikTok started thing. There is a lot of girls
where this is going.
who enjoy dressing up as clowns. It's called Clown Talk, and they just like dress up as clowns. They do like full makeup, full outfits, and that's pretty much it. If this is a sexual thing, I
think you should.
Don't know. This is as far as my research has gone.
I think you should
And
just sit there one night and make it a random hour episode about women clowns.
Nope.
Well, and non-binary people. I think you should
That's not just
dive in
women.
to see
Guys
if
do
it
it
is a
too.
kink.
Non-binary people do it too. I don't need to Google to know if that's a kink. If there's a kink for that or not, there is. And the haunting realization
you don't
that
call
that's
me, be like,
probably
hey,
probably a
I
real
need to send
thing
you something
is enough to
because I'm
keep me up at
scarred
night.
and I don't want to be alone.
No, I'd be like, so
Wait,
welcome to the
about?
random hour. Today we're all getting
screen.
fucking scarred, bitches. It's a clown. My little enemy.
Uh,
Oh my gosh, my throat. Yeah, that killed my throat.
Go on.
Yeah. So, suicide culture. I'm glad you're interested because I've got notes. So in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
the idea around suicide is tackled much differently than it is in the U.S. So the idea of him like killing himself to
Right.
like repent would be seen much differently in Japan than it would be in the U.S. Uh,
Uh.
I do think the weight is still there, though it's a false death through our American lens. But there are forests in Japan that are dedicated to committing suicide.
We'll see what happens.
This episode is probably going to flagged on YouTube, just so you know, Devin. Because doing the suicide um, is a ritualistic thing to repent for one or to make right wrongs and other things. It has a lot of cultural significance. Typically in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
it is deemed as cowardly.
Oof.
Americans see more it as an idea of you've got to suffer through it. There is no out. Period. That's the American
Right.
idea when it comes to this. You know. So that's basically
Right.
suicide culture in the idea of Japan. Once again, neither of us are Japanese. We are both Americans. If we get something wrong, please email us at random.hour.cast
Yes.
at gmail.com and we will correct it in a later episode. This is a sensitive subject, and I'm aware of that. So I am going to go to a more lighthearted
Oh, good
topic.
lord.
A 40-year-old ninja. So, Devin, if you have a lineup of people and you're like, I have a criminal who is scaling buildings, squeezing into tight spaces, and by all means doing like parkour of buildings, stealing things, would you A, assume it was an old man, B, assume it's some finboy catboy, C, assume it's a twink, or D, assume it's Barack Obama? Okay. That was a racist answer. No, all jokes aside, though, for real though, there was like a real life incident where somebody was doing all these feats, and they're like, "It's got to be a young person. There's no way it's like an elderly person." So they started screening all these younger people, and they could not catch this guy at all. No, screening. So they're screening all these people. And they're like, we can't figure it out. And I don't remember if they caught the guy or not, but it was either on camera or they physically caught the guy finally. But it was an old man whose secret was he did Pilates or something like that. And so the internet was like, "Oh my gosh, this man dedicated his life to the life of being a ninja." Yep. I think he actually did Pilates, but I don't remember exactly. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. All right, Devin. Do you know what's the worst thing you can do to offend the Yakuza? So, the main type of crime that is committed in Japan, once again, we are American. Please correct us if we are wrong. Um, the main type of crime that is typically a-okay in Japan is organized crime, specifically by the Yakuza. If the Yakuza caught somebody like doing crimes, not part of them, they would in fact do stuff like this. You're getting killed. Like that's an actual thing. The Yakuza is very big in there. A lot of it's like organized. A lot of police are paid off. It's a whole thing. Um, you're a fan of Chainsaw Man. Uh, I'm behind. I'm at the aquarium. Um, yes. Um, shush. No, I got caught up to the aquarium. Um, they delved into the Yakuza, how it was like organized crime and other things weren't okay. Um, trying to think of what other anime you may know of. You've played video games, you know some stuff about the Yakuza. Um, typically in Japan, nobody has tattoos except for the Yakuza, so it's like no tattoo bathhouses are like an absolute thing. Stuff like that. What do you mean? Okay, that's more complicated than a yes or no. Well, no, the Yakuza is like a big thing, especially during this time period where they're like organized, and they're like running shit, including the police. So that's not really fiction. That's history at this point. Um, the mafia did it with the United States. So yeah, no. On the tattoo thing, a little more. You weren't asking. Um, it would depend. So different places, different gangs in prominent areas typically run a lot of stuff, like organization wise. So if a random person showed up with like that logo and they're not part of that symbol, so they're a tourist thing to show up, they'd be killed on sight. This doesn't seem like the most wildest thing. Um, in South America, there's the theater mask. In South America, there's one gang that has the theater mask. I think it's in El Salvador. Um, I'm blanking on any others. There was a couple others I knew because I really wanted a tattoo for a while, but I can't. So I'm allergic to metal. Yep. Yep. The man grabbed a handful of titty when the invisible man came through the metal detector or the metal door. Handful of titty. Like he fondled that woman. Boobies. Yeah, and I'm like, jeez, this man really took his opportunity. I don't. Was it the Invisible Man or was it somebody else? Somebody literally like just grabbed her tit, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. The man coming through the door, what with such a good shot. Great shots. Does this little girl have ESP? Yeah. Oh, it's you, Mr. Clown. He's like fully invisible, and she could just tell who he was. She goes, "Are you not in makeup today?" And I'm like, "This is a little psychic motherfucker." Speaking of, have you seen the Marvel Rival memes? Whereas like Daredevil's like Sue, and I'm the Invisible Woman's like, this motherfucker can see me. I haven't either. I've only seen the memes. No, no, no. People are like making jokes about Daredevil being able to see the Invisible Woman. Where it's like Invisible Woman, and she's invisible, so she's just like that, like shocked. I can already tell this is going over your head. So, Devin, well, clearly it was not a given thing. Um, Devin, what are you rating this movie? I'm out of notes. Okay, I'm actually not too far. I thought it was really good. I'm giving it a 5.75 out of 10. I'm taking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did take that little bit of a point off because of the titty thing. Yeah, that's an HR nightmare. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's sunny here. Well, it is when you aren't a bitch. So let's see. We got 11.75. So we are sitting at. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you want to entertain them while I type. Don't do that. He sucks. He does. He's a poo poo head. Shitty caca. Duty. I've seen him live. He's a little man with a small hat. Why'd you look at me like I was about to say penis, Devin? I dare you. One show just go up with like a little hat. And nobody will notice except the front row. It'd be funny. Okay, I'm ready. So I am in fact taking off some points. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Devin. I was kind of disgusted that yeah, somebody took their opportunity to like grope a girl, and I did not find that okay. Um, but I do think this is like a good middle of the road film. I'd probably watch this again. It had me emotionally invested. Um, so yeah. Now, the only other thing that we have rated 11.75 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mayhem. Mutant Mayhem. So, yeah. Um, I didn't know there was a new video game for them. Okay. Um, come back tomorrow. Or yeah, come back tomorrow to re-listen to this episode. Um, come back next week. We are reviewing the follow-up, the 1957, The Invisible Man versus the Human Fly. I have already watched this. I can confidently say Devin is going to hate this. Yep. So, Devin, where can the people at home find our content? I don't know what you were saying.